Why is strategic planning is the most power skill, and yet somehow someone else got the promotion. Someone else is in the room where decisions are made. Welcome to the Coffee and Closet Women's Wisdom Leadership Edition. We celebrate the milestones, the firsts, and breaking open the glass ceilings. Now, the skill gap that nobody talks and warns about is because when women step into leadership or try to, we have often really been good at the doing, the executing, the delivering, the making sure of everything gets done. What we're not always taught is how to think at the level of the room we are trying to enter. And one of the most powerful and most underrated thinking skills in any leader's toolkit is a strategic planning. Not the boring corporate buzzword version. How you make decisions and how you show up as someone people would like to follow. I thought it was something for the C-suite for the people with MBAs and doing the big fancy title, PowerPoint presentation in the deck. And that belief, it held me back longer than I'd like to admit. You stop being the person who gets things done and start being the person who decides what gets done. And that's the shift from being an operator to a leader. And women, we are built for it. We don't give ourselves enough credit for. Women, particularly women who have had to navigate complexity, who've had to manage competing demand. When you navigated a difficult stakeholder, read the room, chose your moment, framed your ask in a way that could be heard, when you looked at your career and thought, this role isn't going where I need it to be, I need a different path, and you made a move, that was a strategy. You have been doing this intuitively all along. What we are doing today is making it conscious, making it deliberate, and giving it a name. So you own it, because here's what I know from leading at the senior levels. They know what's in their way and they make a plan and they move. Whenever I'm facing a challenge in my organization or in my career or in any life, I come back to the foundation of my real strategic thinking, or in a 3 years' time. If you can't answer that, clearly every decision you make is just a noise. Is it a relationship that is needing to be repaired? Strategic leaders are ruthlessly honest about barriers, because you cannot solve a problem you're not willing to name. Not the most comfortable, not the busiest move, not the highest leverage one, and the action that creates the most forward momentum with the resources you actually have. So write these 3 questions down. Real leadership is about having the courage to think bigger than the moment you are in, to lift your eyes from the urgent and look forward to the more important one. And you need your ability to look forward and think forward 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 6 years down the line. Women's wisdom specifically, because so many of us had to find our way without a map, without a seat at the table, without someone handing us a playbook. We had to build the playbook ourselves. And that is the greatest strategic thinking there is. So if no one has told you this lately, you're not behind. You're just exactly the kind of a leader this world needs more of. Tip 1, zoom out before you dive in, before you react, before you execute, pause and ask, what are we actually trying to achieve? Most people skip this step. You cannot plan around a barrier you're not willing to see and admit. The one that creates the best momentum, strategic planning. I do think there are other components of it. There's always people lost between the two, coaching versus mentoring, stakeholder relationships. I will make more of these. Just write in a comment on what you would like to hear more of. Thank you so much and have a good night. Bye-bye.